There are moments in life when we feel overwhelmed by the weight of unhealthy relationships, whether it's with family, friends, or even colleagues. Sometimes, the people we hold closest to us drain our energy, pull us down, or challenge our peace. But what if I told you that the struggles you're facing right now might actually be a sign of Allah's mercy, guiding you towards better, healthier relationships? In Islam, it's believed that Allah, in His infinite wisdom, protects us from harmful situations, even if it doesn't seem obvious at first. He may remove people from your life, not to punish you, but to protect you from emotional, mental, and spiritual harm. Toxicity can sneak into our lives in ways we often don't see coming. Whether it's constant criticism, betrayal, manipulation, or jealousy, these negative energies can hold us back from reaching our true potential and purpose. But what if Allah is, in fact, removing these toxic people for our benefit? Let's take a closer look at the signs that Allah might be protecting you and leading you away from negativity. Here are 7 signs that Allah is removing toxic people from your life. 1. Unexpected distance from people. You used to be close to. One of the first signs that Allah is removing toxic people from your life is when you start to notice an unexpected distance growing between you and individuals you were once very close to. These shifts in relationships can happen without any clear explanation, but you'll find that the bond slowly weakens and the connection fades away. It may feel painful at first, but in reality, this is a divine intervention to prevent emotional strain and heartache in the long run. The people who were once your confidants might begin to pull away, or their behavior towards you may change for no apparent reason. At first, you might feel confused or hurt, but it's important to recognize that Allah is sparing you from unnecessary stress and manipulation. When relationships no longer serve your spiritual and emotional well-being, Allah, in His mercy, may create space between you and those individuals so that you can heal and grow closer to Him. This is not a coincidence, but a sign of Allah's intervention. Sometimes the best thing that can happen in your life is for certain people to be removed. This allows room for new, more supportive and positive relationships to enter your life, relationships that will help you become a better version of yourself. Trust that this distance is for your ultimate good and will lead you to a life of peace and prosperity. 2. Sudden, unexplainable arguments or conflicts. Another sign that Allah is removing toxic people from your life is the increase in conflicts and arguments with individuals who have been causing you distress. These arguments may feel more intense and more frequent than ever before, often over trivial matters. While these clashes can be emotionally draining, they may actually be Allah's way of pushing you away from individuals who are unhealthy for you. Allah, in His wisdom, knows the hearts of those around us. He knows who may harm us, either intentionally or unintentionally, and sometimes He allows these heated disagreements to occur so that we are forced to see the truth. We may not always recognize it, but Allah's intervention often works through the difficult circumstances we face. These conflicts can be seen as a sign that He is telling you to walk away and seek peace elsewhere before the situation worsens. It is essential to reflect on these moments and not ignore the warning signs. Ask yourself, are these people lifting you up or are they pulling you down? The more you recognize the toxicity, the better prepared you are to distance yourself from it. Allah's intervention through these confrontations might just be the catalyst for your emotional liberation. 3. You start to feel more at peace without them. There comes a moment when you begin to realize how much lighter you feel without the presence of certain people in your life. You may have been struggling to maintain connections out of fear of loneliness, guilt, or obligation, but once they are no longer a significant part of your life, you begin to experience a sense of peace, calm, and freedom. This feeling of relief is not a coincidence. It is a sign that you are being freed from the emotional weight these individuals were placing on you. Toxic relationships often leave us feeling drained, anxious, and unsettled. When Allah removes those people from your life, He replaces that negative energy with inner peace and serenity, allowing you to rediscover your sense of self and your connection to Him. It's important to appreciate this newfound peace. The absence of toxic energy will help you rediscover your purpose, align more closely with your faith, and feel more at ease in your daily life. Allah's mercy is often disguised in the form of difficult changes, but when you open your heart to the wisdom behind them, you'll realize they are leading you toward a life full of tranquility and happiness. 4. A sudden shift in your priorities. When Allah is removing toxic people from your life, you may notice a profound shift in your priorities. People who once demanded your time and attention may no longer hold the same place in your heart. You may begin to prioritize your relationship with Allah, your health, and your well-being over toxic interactions. This shift is a reflection of spiritual growth and a sign that Allah is guiding you to focus on what truly matters. Toxic relationships often force us to neglect ourselves. We become consumed by others' problems, emotional baggage, and demands. However, when Allah removes these people from your life, you may find yourself turning inward, taking care of your mental, physical, and spiritual health. This shift can feel strange at first, especially if you're used to being dependent on these toxic individuals, but it's a powerful moment of awakening. You are being given the opportunity to prioritize your own happiness and peace, which in turn will allow you to be a better person for others. By removing unhealthy influences, Allah is giving you the clarity and space to refocus your life. This allows you to redirect your energies toward positive, fulfilling endeavors and closer relationships that will uplift you rather than drag you down. This shift in priorities is a divine blessing, helping you align more deeply with your faith and purpose. 5. You begin to realize their negative impact. As time passes and you step back from toxic people, you'll begin to realize just how much their negativity has affected you. It might take some reflection, but once you have distance, you'll notice the emotional scars, the self-doubt, and the negative mindset that their influence created. Allah's intervention often comes in the form of providing clarity, and this clarity allows you to understand the damage caused by these toxic individuals. You may not have recognized their behavior while you were in the midst of it, but now, with a clear mind and heart, you can see how their actions have impacted your emotional and spiritual well-being. Allah's wisdom lies in the way He opens your eyes to these truths, allowing you to heal and move forward. The realization that someone was toxic is often a painful one, but it is also empowering. It gives you the strength to walk away and stop allowing their negativity to influence your life. This newfound awareness is a gift from Allah, enabling you to protect yourself from future harm and encouraging you to build healthier, more supportive relationships. You are no longer trapped in a cycle of toxic behavior, and you now have the opportunity to surround yourself with people who nurture your growth, not hinder it. 6. You find yourself attracting more positive people. Once toxic individuals are removed from your life, you may notice that more positive and like-minded people begin to enter your life. This is a sign of divine alignment. When you make space for peace and healing, Allah rewards you by surrounding you with individuals who uplift you, inspire you, and support your growth. These new connections will resonate with your values, your goals, and your faith. The beauty of divine intervention is that once you let go of what no longer serves you, Allah replaces it with something better. These new relationships will be a source of encouragement and love, pushing you to achieve your goals and remain steadfast in your faith. They will add joy to your life, making you feel supported and valued, and you will no longer feel the burden of toxic energy. These positive people will help you realize your potential, challenge you to be better, and walk with you on your spiritual journey. Trust that Allah's plan is always greater than our own, and sometimes removing toxic individuals is the first step in guiding you towards a life filled with positivity, growth, and peace. 7. You experience unforeseen blessings after letting go. The final sign that Allah is removing toxic people from your life is the sudden flood of blessings that come your way once you release these harmful individuals. These blessings may appear in the form of new opportunities, personal growth, or an increase in peace and happiness. Allah's mercy often shows up in the form of tangible rewards after we let go of what no longer serves us. Letting go is not always easy, but it is often necessary for Allah to bring forth blessings that are far greater than what we can imagine. After releasing the toxic energy from your life, you might find that doors start opening for you in ways you never thought possible. It could be a new job, a rekindled relationship, or an unexpected opportunity that helps you grow spiritually or personally. These blessings are a sign that Allah is guiding you towards a better path. When Allah removes toxic people from your life, He doesn't leave you empty-handed. Instead, He fills that space with what is better, more fulfilling, and more aligned with your purpose. Trust in His plan, and know that His mercy is abundant, even when it may be hard to see at first. In moments of hardship and emotional turmoil, it's easy to question why certain people, who once seemed so important, are being removed from your life. It's natural to grieve these changes and to wonder if you're truly being abandoned or left alone. But trust this: when Allah removes toxic people from your life, it's not a punishment. It's an act of mercy. Sometimes, the people who seem to bring the most pain are the very ones holding you back from the life Allah has destined for you. Think about the times when you felt drained, misunderstood, or burdened by others. In those moments, it may have been hard to see the silver lining. Yet through Allah's wisdom, He may have been shielding you from further heartache and preparing you for the peace that lies ahead. Every time you let go of someone or something that harms your well-being, you create space for growth, healing, and blessings. What feels like a loss in the moment is, in fact, Allah clearing the way for new opportunities, better relationships, and greater peace of mind. The process of releasing toxic individuals might be painful, but it is also profoundly liberating. When Allah removes the negativity from your life, He opens doors to clarity and healing that were once obscured. He will bring new, supportive people into your life who will encourage your growth, strengthen your faith, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Through His mercy, He is creating an environment where you can flourish, where your relationship with Him deepens, and where you can move forward without the heavy chains of toxic energy weighing you down. It's important to hold on to hope and patience during these times. Change can be challenging, and you may not always understand why certain people are no longer part of your journey. But remember, Allah knows what's in your heart, and He sees the bigger picture. He understands the burdens that toxic relationships place on your soul. And just as He removes these harmful influences, He promises to replace them with goodness, serenity, and an abundance of blessings. So, when you feel the weight of loss, take a deep breath and trust that it's all part of His divine plan. Trust in the signs, in the divine timing, and in the peace that Allah is guiding you toward. What awaits you on the other side of this transformation is a life of greater purpose, brighter connections, and a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. You are not alone in this journey. Keep your heart open to Allah's mercy, and remember that He is always with you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward the path of peace and true happiness. Embrace the changes with faith and gratitude, knowing that Allah is removing what is toxic and making space for what is pure, beautiful, and meant to uplift you. You are on the path to something greater, and with every step you are becoming the person He has always intended for you to be. Keep trusting, keep moving forward, and keep believing. Allah's plan for you is far better than anything you could have imagined.